Hello, my friends. So, I wanted to come on with a quick update because yesterday I finally had my doctor's visit. So, I met with, and it was a doctor uh, that I met with. So, that was great. And I went into this meeting, and I think I've mentioned this a few times in prior videos that I was frustrated because I had to wait 5 times to finally be able to get in and see the doctor. So three three times my doctor's appointment got shifted from 1 month to the next, from July until finally December. And then when it got to December, they changed the time on the date 2 times, from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So honestly, I was pretty frustrated, and I was going in deciding that if my experience at the doctor's office is one where I'm feeling kind of ignored, or like I'm just one in a series of people that this doctor is seeing, then I would look for a new doctor. Luckily for me, the doctor, he was a really nice guy, and um, I go to the LGBT center in Hollywood, and I chose there because I wanted to be able to talk with, a doctor about personal issues as a gay man without feeling kind of awkward or uncomfortable. And uh, I went, and I really had a great experience because the doctor looked me in the eyes. He was very friendly and asked me a lot of questions and made suggestions. And I was able to say to him, okay, this is what I'm doing. I have the type 2 diabetes. I'm not looking to take medication of any kind. I want to focus on reversing it through diet and exercise. And he was amenable to that. And the good thing, which was my major issue, was that I wanted to get moving with my annual physical. So I was hoping that they would do blood work. And he, without my even mentioning it, said, no problem, we can send you to the lab so they can draw blood and start the process. So I felt really great because that meant I didn't have to come in for another visit just to have the blood work done and then be charged for another visit. So I felt like he was working with me. And he had also suggested other things like checking my lungs because I was a smoker for a while, even though February 5th of 2025, I will have quit smoking for 8 years. So for me, that's a milestone. But it's good to have my lungs checked just to make sure there aren't any issues because I smoked for a long period of time. And so he's going to set that up. He's also going to set up having an ophthalmologist look in my eyes to see if there are any issues regarding diabetes that may be affecting my eyes. And he's going to set up an appointment for me to check to see if I actually do have sleep apnea. And all of these things he's checking and making sure that they fall within my insurance. So that was like the unexpected thing, was that like I told him, hey, I'm working a budget, so I need to know if there are all these additional charges for all these things. But all those things, he said, normally should fall within my health plan because they're preventative for the most part. But at the very least, he's going to check. So I have the option before I set these appointments up to know if there's going to be an additional charge. So for me, I feel comfortable with him because he's working with me and he's aware that I have to know if I'm going to be suddenly having an unexpected expense, and I can decide, okay, how much is it going to cost? Is it something I can afford? So for me, when he approached things that way, I said, okay, this is a doctor for me. Plus, he's cute. So it makes going to the doctor's office, you know, that much more pleasant. Is that he's cute and he's friendly, and I feel like uh, this is the first doctor I've had who is actually interested in my health and not just kind of pushing me through to get to his next client. So I really want to stick with this doctor, and we'll take it from there. So my actual physical, I don't know why my all right. Well, for some reason, uh, my gimbal ran out of charge again and kind of got a little wonky. So I'm going to uh, just wrap up this video in just saying that my actual physical has been scheduled for January 28th, which gives them time to do the tests on, for my blood work. And it also gives me time because I'm going to be checking my A1C levels. My brother had mentioned about a prostate test, a PSA examination. They can, not examination, but a PSA test in your blood to kind of see if there's any kind of prostate issue. So they're running that as well. And they're going to check my cholesterol. But one of the things that I did get from the meeting is that my blood pressure is high, and that may be related to the sleep apnea. But it gives me something to work on. So between now and January 28th, I'm going to be working on things to help lower my blood pressure through diet and exercise, and getting my cholesterol under control. So between now and then, I'm going to start incorporating oatmeal into my diet. Not a huge amount, but enough to kind of start to have some benefit. And yeah, so I'm going to try and between now and January 28th, see how much weight I can lose. Because whatever the results will be from the blood test, if I'm losing weight, I'm moving in a healthier direction. So I really want to avoid having to take any medication. So I'm going to put the work in to start seeing some results, because this is what I wanted. I wanted to have a starting point with numbers from the different blood tests to see where I am. So I'm happy to say that I am happy with my new doctor, and I'm glad that he's eye candy. And I'm glad that he really seems to care about my health and well being, which is not something you can really, you know, choose as you look through choosing a doctor. You can only hope that that is there in how they behave, so that you can know that you can trust them. And that was the thing that I felt as I was in the doctor's office, and I asked him, can I stay with you? Because I felt like I could trust my doctor for the first time. And I have some friends who, they're doctors, they've had a doctor for a long time, and they trust what they're saying because they've proven themselves in the suggestions they've made and whatnot. And this is the first time I felt that. So I want to recommend to anybody, if you don't like the relationship you have with your doctor, or you're avoiding going to the doctor, it is much better to go and to ask questions and to make sure you're getting the answers and the kind of answers that you need in terms of someone responding in a way that they genuinely seem to be hearing what you're saying and paying attention to you and considering that as they're talking to you. And that's a kind of, for me, a key sign of trust for me. What matters for you will matter for you. But I would really suggest, if you haven't been to the doctor in a while, you should start with, your annual physical. But make sure you ask questions because you can't always trust that other people have your well-being in mind, even in your doctor's office. So you need to be the one to be driving your health because it's your body, it's your health, and it's your life. So I really want to encourage anybody, don't just assume your doctor has all the answers, but ask questions so that you feel comfortable with the answers that they're giving you. Okay, so I am going to sign off for now, and thank you guys for listening. And just let you know, finally, I was able to have my doctor's appointment, and I feel like I've gotten what I wanted in that I will be on January 28th getting the numbers I need as a baseline to work harder to reach those goals of losing weight and getting down to 175, and also tackling whatever issues may be lurking, like if my cholesterol is high or like finding out about my blood pressure. Those are things that I can start working on immediately to get my blood pressure under control through diet, and also making sure I get back to doing meditation on a regular basis so that I am getting my blood pressure under control and watching what I eat that may contribute to high blood pressure. And if I can find a way to take care of the sleep apnea, which may be taken care of as I lose the weight, all these things are giving me the tools I need to design my approach to exercise and getting my health into the best shape possible. Those are all tools that I have now. So I can't wait for January 28th. Hopefully my appointment won't be moved around a lot, and I'll get the results on the 28th. So I'm going to wrap things up there for now. I will let you know how things go on the 28th. But until then, my focus is on getting my blood pressure, cholesterol into a healthy place, and losing as much weight as I can between now and January 28th so that I can meet my goal of getting down to 175 by my birthday on May 10th. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Be good to yourself, and I'll talk to you later. Bisous.